all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, that's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Trained through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, worked till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. So here is young Roy Jones Jr., Here comes Roy Jones Jr. from Pensacola, Florida. That's the area I grew up in, and I've known about this guy for a long time, and now the boxing world is learning all about him too. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing the newly crowned.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this.
And there's the bell for round one. Jab not finding its target. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. A nice breeze in the air, Johnny. This has to feel a little foreign to these two fighters who are so used to fighting indoors.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fighters because they're the ones getting hit, but for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
There's a counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. Missing with that right hook. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Beautiful counterpunch. Swing and a miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. Those counter punches have to hurt. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
We're better than that, kid. Go back out.
On to the second round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
That hook was off target. Beautiful counter shot. Missing with that jab. Swing and a miss with that hook. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. How about that time counter shot? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You'd like to see more jabs. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time they throw a shot, they get, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You're much better than that. Great work. I love that. I love that.
Let's get it started in round three. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. They exchange punches. Caution being thrown to the wind. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That right hook catching air. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to...
Boxing, be smart.
Back at it in round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Nope, that hook won't score. A perfect counter shot. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Good counter punching. Perfect punch. Good job defending the jab. Sugar Ray Robinson. Robinson just got rocked. How did they not go down?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You don't want to trade shots. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
On to the fifth we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Hey, those punches add up. Do you believe what we're seeing? One punch could change everything in this battle. That counter shot lands. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense all the time. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come up.
There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Lucky that hook didn't score. And he scores with the counter. Hook punch scores. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Incredible work rate. That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That jab doesn't score. That jab won't score. That jab misses. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That round, good round. You feel good? Good man, good man. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good.
Here comes round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Well done with that counter shot. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
He threw a punch and just got countered. Can't find a home with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Robinson in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
Fight's not over yet.
And we enter the 8th round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Catch and shoot. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Got out of the way of that right hook. Punch caught him clean. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Miss with that jab. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. How about that time counter shot? You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Just misses with that jab. Missing with the hook. Perfect counter lands. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We didn't know who was going to win, and in the end, no one did win. This fight ends in a draw.
You know what? That's fair. And for the fans, I feel sorry for the fans because they wanted to walk away with some winner.